Internal upgrade. December 7, 2014. You live in an age that is constantly redeveloping technology in many areas of consumer need, from appliances to toys, to gaming devices, computers and phones. Even the machines that wash your clothes are now made with computer chips. Now what happens when one of these machines begins to malfunction? Do you make arrangements for a technician to enter your home? Do you only need to perform a specialized upgrade that would improve performance? There are many possibilities, but when it comes to correcting or fixing, what you are essentially doing is upgrading. Even if that upgrade is from a malfunctioning switch or a hard drive suddenly maxing its memory capacity. Regardless of the situation, or how small or significant it may be, you agree to go through whatever process that will help your machines perform more efficiently, and all this work is done for the most part internally. You easily accept it when your computers or other technological devices require help, because you realize if they continue to malfunction, you would not be able to view what is going on around the world from the effort of your fingertips. You might not be able to make a single brewed cup of coffee, or use any other device or appliance if you don't. Machines of any kind require upkeep in order to keep running. Now today's message is not about the wonders of technology, but it is about applying the same caring principles to your own personal growth and development. Every time you raise your expectations and extend goals or add new ideas to make reality, you are putting yourself on an internal upgrade program. You cannot expect to learn anything new by staying exactly the same and by not trying to do new things or learn new ways. Growth is all about trying, learning, expanding and becoming. Life doesn't adapt to you, you adapt to life by making the necessary changes internally that fit your life. If you choose to be stubborn and unwilling to let go of your old ways of thinking, from your preconditioned way of doing things, then what you are really doing, dear ones, is inflicting unyielding restrictions on your own development and personal growth. You do realize and understand that in order to achieve anything great and magnificent, you first must make some internal observations of your current behavior patterns and any conditioned way of doing things to get a better grasp of where your changes or upgrades need to be applied. The old ways you have been living thus far will not carry you into new avenues. It is vital to your development and growth to accept that it is time to let them go, in order to make room for newer and brighter ways of living and being that are positively effective, not just for you, but to help expand growth in the ever-growing world. Before you begin any new adventure, it is important, dear ones, to clear the path by your willingness to let the old, no longer working of ways and beliefs go, and allow new and improved upgrades to enter your being so you may grow in exponential directions. Getting a handle on your emotions is one of the biggest improvements you can make, as they are the most powerful reserves you have. Your emotions have the ability to change whatever your mindset is when you want something bad enough. You have always found a way to overcome obstacles in the past, and sometimes what you had to overcome is a preconditioned behavior, or you needed to alter your perception in order to gain more clarity. These changes occur simply because your precious hearts become immersed with the situation, and you find yourself supercharged by your emotions. Learning to calm your emotions in order to see any situation or event with deeper clarity will provide understanding and provide you with the inner knowing that you can surpass anything life throws at you when you're determined enough to not quit, and to make the necessary changes if need be in order to overcome any challenge while maintaining self-respect, giving yourself the compassion and love you deserve, and for caring enough to see any situation or circumstance through. Every time you give yourself time to grow and expand from the inside, you are empowering yourself to experience intense new developments from the care and upgrades you gave. So even though looking within can be a daunting challenge, and making those necessary adjustments from time to time can be exhausting, they are also extremely rewarding in the long run. You have proven to yourself before that you can achieve great things and meet any goal when you have applied your heart and soul into it and supercharged your emotions into action. Of course, you could always choose to stay imprisoned within the walls of fear you may have been living in, or you can break down those walls from your passion to live and to clear your old way of living, thinking and being. When you use the word need, remember that implies logic, yet when you use the word want, You are implying emotions. Just by changing the words, you change your perception, and ultimately your direction. Logic on its own has always been a formidable tool, but it lacks the supercharged power of who you are at the deepest and most profound levels. Think about it, dear ones. How many times in the past have you attempted to bring in changes to yourself by using logic? And examine those outcomes. Without your emotions adding the necessary energy and power, how did things turn out? When you are not impacted on an emotional level, regardless the size or strength of the emotion or feeling, most likely you will not be empowered or motivated to make the changes needed in order to bring in the growth and development you deserve to reach. Your internal programming will stay pretty much the same, and your personal growth will end up being underdeveloped. In order to move forward, it's important for you to embrace the internal changes you are about to implement to your own personal growth and development. Any learned behavior you have so far were created out of your response patterns and attitudes from previous experiences. Yes, these have been valuable, yet they are no longer serving your higher good or offering you any new growth advantage. There will come a time when you will realize that change is inevitable, and you will need to dust yourself off and look deep within yourself and truthfully admit where and what needs changing, and begin making plans on how to bring those changes into effect. Change is not easy for anyone, but necessary if you want your journey to expand into new directions and liven up your thinking processes. Change, in truth, dear ones, is the dynamic force that is behind any personal or even spiritual growth and development. If you were unaware before, be aware now, and understand that any real upgrade or change you attempt always starts internally. Think about it. If you want to have a meaningful relationship with someone, you can't expect the relationship to go far if your mentality is that of a 6-year-old child. To have an exceptional life, one must be willing to let go of any and all outdated pre-programming to the internal workings of the self in order to embrace the new and vibrant. You have so much vitality, and it is this energy that motivates your need for personal growth and development, which means willingness to change. Real change doesn't come because someone told you to, or because you want to be like someone else. Real change comes when you are motivated to be more, to learn more and to become more, and you are willing to face certain truths that can help you learn new skills, upgrade talents and abilities that will expedite the growth and development you are bringing forth. If you have no passion to drive your need to change, you will be unable to sustain your motivation. Only you can empower you, and you do this by not fearing the changes and by embracing the new and unknown with faith, hope, and love. Any personal growth and development starts within, never from any external source. It is up to you to figure out what you want out of life and where to begin. The moment you are able to pinpoint which emotions hold you back and anchor you in one place, then you can begin to connect to the ones that have the power to propel you forward. It is this realization coming to life that is the essence of any true internal upgrade, and it is a process only you can perform, and we encourage you to take the journey within and see what you can uncover that you can make better. This is your life, therefore it is up to you to make it the most fulfilling and satisfying life possible. I am Melchizedek through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com